this video, I will be showing you how to do 5 very simple, easy tricks to do with a skateboard for beginners. The first trick I'm going to show you is called the ollie, which is basically the go-to trick that every skateboarder needs to know to do anything. You need to learn it to do grinds, kick flips, heel flips. Pretty much everything you can do is with an ollie, but there are some other tricks which I will show you. But first, let's take a look on how to do an ollie. Okay, so this is the foot positioning that you need to know for the ollie. You're going to want to put your foot, your front foot, up by the bolts. Now, some people will tell you if you want to get higher with an ollie, you're going to want to put your foot back more. But if you're just learning how to do it and you don't know how to ollie yet, you're going to want to put your front foot right below these 2 front bolts. And once you know how to do it and you're getting good and you want to go higher, then you put it in the middle. And as for your back foot, you're going to want to have it on the tail. It doesn't really matter where, just on the tail. So the motions you're going to do is you're going to want to put it back and slide up and then jump and push down all at the same time. It sounds very confusing when you put it in words. But what people's problems are that can't ollie is they're holding their tail down. It should be more like this. Like you don't hold it down. You just want to tap it down, hear it slap the ground, and jump. It shouldn't be going like this. You're gonna want it to be like slap and like in the air. You're not gonna get that high your first time, but trust me, the more you ollie, the higher you'll get. Find out your own foot positioning and where you want to put it. And here's a side view of ollieing. Okay, so just to go over it again, I'm going to have my front foot back here because I already can ollie. But to ollie higher, you're going to want it in the front. But don't even worry about that if you don't know how to ollie at all. So I'm just going to put it back. This is what it should look like if you don't know how to ollie and you're going to learn how. So front foot by the bolts up here, back foot on the tail. You're going to want to pop. This is going to be the pop. It's not going to be pop, slide, jump, all the other stuff. It's going to be that in that order, except it's going to be more like, that's going to be the pop. I don't know how to explain it really. It's just, it's not going to be, that wasn't the ollie. It's not going to be where you hold it down. Like some people will be like, okay, pop, slide, jump. So then they're going to go, sorry, I'm rolling away. They're going to go like this, and they're going to go pop, slide, jump. How come I didn't ollie? It has to be one movement. So this is how you do it. That sucked. Hold on. Just like that. You won't get that much air your first time, especially since you're going to have your foot up there. It's just easier to do with your foot. The higher up your foot is, as long as it's not past the bolts, the easier it will be to do it. But if you want to get higher, you're going to put it in the middle. See? So what it is doing, like a little science of it, you're popping your board up, you're sliding, which is making it take off like an airplane. And as you continue sliding, it will level out. And then you're going to want to stomp down. It's that simple. So pop, jump, slide. So it's going to be like this. It's going to look like that. You don't want your tail to hit the ground. You're going to want to slap the ground and bounce right off. Like that. The next trick is going to be called tic-tac, which basically all you need to know how to do is lift up your back tail a little bit and turn. And basically you're just going to go like that, back and forth. as fast as you can, but not too fast, because then you can mess up. It's a very easy trick, but it's still a trick. So you can add that to the list of tricks you can do. It's not really like a cool trick. Like, I wouldn't go to a skate park and show off that you can tic-tac. That's just more of like a side thing. Like, oh, I just get off the ramp and I'm going up towards the ramp. I'm going to go over here and then just do like a little like it's nothing. So before you do it in public, I suggest getting it down, because it's a very simple trick and you don't want it to mess up. So very easy. Foot placement, you're going to want your front foot up by the bolts and your back foot on the tail, and then just lift up a little bit. You don't want it to touch the ground. You don't want your tail to touch the ground. Just go boop, 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 like that. So here's a front view of what it looks like. And by the way, this trick needs to be done moving, or else it's not really a tic-tac. So that's all it really is. It's still a trick, whether it's cool or hard or not. So very easy. Lift up your front tires a little bit, and then slide your front foot and your body back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like that. This next trick, I'm not really sure what it's called, but what it is basically you're not on the board, you're on the side of the board, and then you reach down your hand, flip it, and then jump on it, like all at the same time. It looks cool, and it's easy to do. And like, you can also do this, like, okay, like, how many times can you spin it? You can spin it twice, or I forget the name of it, but I'll probably think of it, and it'll be in the description what the heck it's called. So this is what it looks like. You're gonna want your back foot near the back tire and your front foot near the front bolts. You're going to reach your hand down and then just pull up. You're not going to want to do it too fast, or else it might flip too many times. Just like a little, and then it'll go like that. And then while it's still in the air, jump on it like that. So this is what it will look like. See, I did it like half too many times. Like that. So at first look, it kind of looks like a kick flip. The way it flips, it's basically like a kick flip with your hands. So let's take a look at the next trick. The next trick is probably the easiest one, the hippie jump. Basically, this is like there's a rope or a bar that your skateboard can go under, but you can't. It's too high for you to ollie over, but it's high enough for your skateboard to go under and you to jump over. So basically what it is, all you do is you put your feet where the bolts are, and then just bend your knees, jump while the board is moving. This is kind of pointless to do when it's standing still, but practice it standing still. It's basically just jumping. And you don't want your board to come with you. You're going to want your feet to separate from the board like this. Like that. So here's a side view of it. Okay, so this is what it will look like when you're rolling. Okay, so obviously you could do it higher. I just didn't do that high. Just a little demonstration of what you do. Jump higher. If you want to jump higher, then you bend your knees and then jump up. Don't try this going too fast your first time, because what it will do is you'll jump and the board will keep going, but you're going to go slower than the board. So you're going to land on your tail, and then you're going to pop up and it might slide out. It might slide out from under you. Another thing, if you don't jump straight up, then you might go and land on the tail, and the same thing will happen. basically, you want, if you're moving at a fast pace, you're gonna want to jump a little bit forward so that way you don't land on the back. On to the next trick. The next trick is basically a hippie jump, except you spin, and it's called the body varial. So you're not gonna want to spin all the way around. I'd be like a 360 whatever thingy, and you'd look like a ballerina. You basically just want to switch foot positioning, so like this. Like, I messed up because I'm holding the camera, but you'll see it when I show the side view, which is happening right now. So you'll be rolling, same foot positioning as the hippie jump, except you're going to want to jump up, turn, and land on your board like that. It's actually easier to do while moving. So that's a very simple one, and it looks cool to do when you're going like up jumps and stuff. The next trick is more of a recovery trick. Like, let's say you go try to do a trick, you land it wrong, the board goes upside down, and it's like that. And you're like, oh God, I'm so embarrassed. Everybody was watching. I failed to do that kickflip and it landed upside down. But what you're gonna want to do is stick your toes under the board where the wheels are and jump up and forward. Like that. So the faster you do it, the cooler it will look. And basically it's like, hey, I effed up, but I still got game. That's what it's like. So I'll show you what it's like from the side. So everybody's laughing at you, haha, he messed up. And then it's like, boom. Another way to do this trick is if it lands on its side. If it lands on its side, which is rare, you put your feet up where the wheels are and then just rock back. Down's a little bit harder because it's hard to stay on the board. So that's the last trick. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe.